Obese people who lost the weight. What surprised you the most? That my husband no longer wanted me after he begged me to stop being fat. Back when I was obese, it was taking a major toll on my marriage. When I met my husband, I was fairly skinny, but over time I was gaining more and more weight. I refused to look at my wedding pictures because I hate how ugly my rolls poke through my dress. When I was promoted to floor manager at my job, however, things took a massive dive. I was eating anything I could get my hands on nearly every hour to satiate myself from the dress. My boss screamed at me for having an entire snack drawer in my desk that started a rat infestation on my floor. I would go cry about my weight to my husband and I'd receive no pity. He told me that he loved me no matter what, but I needed to take accountability for my health. I agreed and promised to diet for him, but I couldn't stick with it. I was doing keto for about a month to my husband's knowledge, but behind his back I was stuffing myself with chalupas. When my husband looked through the garbage and found my wrappers, he made me go to couples therapy because I had a borderline food addiction. When we started going to couples therapy, I absolutely hated it because it was obvious that our therapist was siding with my husband and I was made to look like the villain in the relationship. We never talked about any of his controlling problems and how he made me feel belittled when it came to losing weight, or how he made me do everything alone instead of supporting me. One night at work when I was supposed to clock out, I decided to stay later and keep doing work and eating so I didn't have to see my husband. At around 2 a.m. I remember I started to feel sluggish and I couldn't raise my left arm. My left eye kept closing and the next thing I knew, I passed out. I woke up in the hospital. A month later, I was told that I had a stroke at work and a janitor had called an ambulance for me. During that entire month, I lost over 70 pounds, most of it being water weight, in the hospital. When I looked in the mirror, I was slimmer in my face and to me I was actually pleasant on my eyes. I had waited for my husband to visit me all day but nothing. I called him multiple times, still nothing. That entire week I reached out to him and still nothing. When I got discharged and arrived home, I found my husband eating breakfast at my dining table with our therapist. While I was having a stroke, my husband was eating waffles with our therapist who was supposed to be helping the both of us. At least now I have the motivation to lose the rest of the weight.